gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Chicago. Devin Duvernay to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Coming out throwing is Williams. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now here's DeAndre Swift. Oh, he lost the football! And the Dolphins got it! And they're going to take over at midfield thanks to that fumble. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Motioning the tight end now. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Bears.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running behind center with Swift. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Has his man caught by Odunze. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, here's Swift. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Jukes away from one. They're working a couple yards past the line. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a 1st down, too.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Right back to Hill. This is caught. Short pickup to their own 31. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That call right there was all about setting up an easier third down. Sure, he could have potentially gotten the first down, Kate, but now you've opened up your playbook on third down that much more.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Trying for it, it's Achane. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them the first.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the shotgun, Ewers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Achane up the middle. He escapes a defender. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points in the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Achan goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Williams to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Extra DB out there for the Finns. Third down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's on target to Moore. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Williams again. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Again, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Malik Washington. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Ewers throwing out of the pistol. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They motion Waddle over left. Play action, Ewers. He keeps it and takes off.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Sending him on the dime. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Ewers will sneak it, and they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st and 10 from the 32. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now it's Ewers. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Running right side by Moore. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down throw by Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To the air yet again, Williams. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. First and 10 from the 32. Staying grounded with Swift. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the fourth.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's across the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. A gain of 15 there. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Throwing here, Ewers. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, Williams to throw. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears down by 7. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, now you got to do yours.
Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he dodged the tackle. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Drawn up for him. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Chicago.